intercepted. It is picked up by Eric Crocker over midfield. He'll run it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Cross Talk TV podcast. Peace.
Kendrick Bourne, Patriots receiver. All right, just signed a 3-year, $15 million contract, a little bit over $7 million guaranteed. And Kendrick Bourne has been a guy, man, you want to talk about having to overcome roster politics, man, a guy that was, Kendrick Bourne, this is a Kendrick Bourne thing to do. Kendrick Bourne, he didn't have to leave Eastern Washington when he left. I believe he had another year. Now, I played there with my guy Shaq Hill, real 209, you know what I'm saying, Stockton, we out here. All right, played with Shaq Hill, played with Cooper Kupp, came out early. All right, I'm talking about Kendrick Bourne. Did not have to come out, came out early. All right, went undrafted. All right, but it's clearly somebody that believes in himself. Worked his butt off, made the roster. And not only did he make the roster, this is really tough. I think this might be Kendrick Bourne's greatest accomplishment. All right, Kendrick Bourne made the 49ers roster without being good on special teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, if you're going to make that 53-man roster as an undrafted guy, you better be kick-ass on special teams. And I don't think KB ever played special teams. So that was amazing to see. And just the progression and him do better. But last year, had a decent year, 49 catches, 667 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was his lowest touchdown total over the past 3 years. I think he had 5 the year before that, had some clutch catches in the playoffs. And then I think he had 4 the year before. All right, but now you got Kendrick Bourne, and he's going to a situation where it's like, okay, now you got to be a guy, right? N'Keal Harry, we don't care about him, and Bird and all these other guys that they had, Myers or whatever. Okay, he's cool, but okay, we got Nelson Aguilar, we got Kendrick Bourne, and then we got these 2 tight ends that they signed, who I think they probably want to really put an offense together around those guys. But this is Kendrick Bourne's chance. This is it. This is KB's chance. Now, who's going to be the quarterback? I think we can see a difference in his numbers depending on who the quarterback is. Is it going to be Cam Newton or is it going to be Mac Jones? I think if it's Mac Jones, we see Kendrick Bourne's numbers up more. I think if it's Cam Newton, might take a dip, right? He might depend more on the big body guys with his tight ends and things like that. All right, so I'm curious to see what Kendrick Bourne does, but this is the moment that he's been waiting on. This is the key opportunity for him to really step in and be in the team's plans as being a guy. Hasn't had that with the 49ers, no matter what, right? Last year, it's like, dude, we want, or even the year before, let's go back a couple years. It's like, no, we got Marquise Goodwin, Deebo Samuel. We'll kind of see what happens. Obviously, that situation up and down, they ended up bringing Emmanuel Sanders in for a Super Bowl push. Next year, drafted IU, you got Deebo again. You want those guys to be the guys, and then obviously you got George Kittle. And Kendrick Bourne has always kind of been more of an afterthought. And, he'll get in. He carved out his own role, and obviously to the point where he had almost 50 catches for over 650 yards. So he's done well with the opportunities that have presented himself. But now he has even a bigger chance to take that next leap. And when I say breakout for him, can he be a 1,000-yard receiver? That would be amazing because those were one of his goals previously. A lot of people dogged him for having that goal, kind of believing on himself and thinking that he could be that type of guy. And I think with his work ethic, how he works and, all that, he's a guy who I don't want to bet against Kendrick Bourne. So I'm going to go ahead and say Kendrick Bourne is going to have a breakout year. So the 3 guys I said are going to have breakout years, Jeffrey Okudah. I'm really curious to see what he does, see if he has a big year too. CeeDee Lamb had a really solid rookie year. Does he have a big jump? 1,300-yard, 1,400-yard receiver? We'll see. A lot of guys on that offense. And then Kendrick Bourne. I think this is the opportunity he's been waiting on. Can he be a 1,000-yard receiver?
Cross Talk TV podcast.